I'm Dot. This is the House of Dots. We have a little art shop, but it's actually a maze in art.
Oh, nice. Okay.
More specifically, immersion art installations. And if you put a .com on that, it's my website.
AmazingArt.com.
All squashed together.
Awesome.
Yeah. It has some stories on it. Not a lot. We're focused on the physical stuff right now. Less so the writing.
And she has some Slab City shirts in there too. So, which my friend Donna is apparently shopping and buying almost every shirt in there right now.
There you go. That's all right. There's always another one. See, here's what they look like. See?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna get me a Slab City shirt too. All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. All right, so the first immersion trailer sort of installation thing we got going on, it's not even a trailer. It's my pirate ship. So people ask how we stay cool in the summertime. And like I said, I use a pool. So my dirty, disgusting pool that needs to have a bath is in here. But it's also my pirate ship. So we're gonna come up in here and we'll talk about the pool real quick. And then
wow, this is a pretty big pool. I mean, if
I know, right?
I'm surprised everybody out here in the slabs isn't always like, let's go to Dots.
I know, right? If it wasn't a 125-degree long walk over here, I think they all would.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. But we've got other places, like down the Lower Canal's got this really sweet spot under the trellises where the railroads go over and such. So there's some other places that people like to go. But anyway, so the thing that's different about this pool is that these are hay bales that coincidentally stacked around the pool perfectly. And then I covered them in sheets, and then I covered the sheets in paint. And what that does is make it like it's underground. So it insulates it. And so then between that and having these shades like these, the UV reflective ones, over it in layers, this stayed about 85 degrees, which is like the right heat. Like you don't want it much hotter than that. It feels like a bathtub, and much colder than that, you won't get in it. So
makes sense.
It works really well. It's not going to stay on this side of the camp next year though, but just to give you an idea of how like the insulation and things like that really make a huge difference out here in the summertime. Like if you want to survive in the summer, you're going to have to figure out how to stay away from the sun, and then water's your best friend, whether it's misting or drinking or sitting in it.
Well, Dot, I would have to say that if I was out here during the summer, I'd be your best friend.
All right, so this is the pirate ship. It's coming along. Got the mermaid in there and the pirate, of course. People keep bringing me various swords, which is very fun.
Yeah, so a lot of people bring you all this stuff too, huh?
Yeah, it comes from all sorts of different locations. Like a lot of it that's the really, really interesting stuff coincidentally comes from people who have passed away.
Oh,
because
gotcha.
when you have a relative nowadays who passes, especially someone of the older generation, they have so much stuff, especially if they've lived in the same house for like 60 years. And the relatives of the family just don't know what to do with this stuff. And the last thing you want to do is throw it in a dump. And like, these are old teas. They're not viable anymore. None of these teas can actually be used as a tea.
Wow.
But my pirate is a very well-traveled pirate, and he has stolen teas from people all around the world.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then
Awesome.
the jewels and such. But yeah, I try to give kind of the stories and such. That's kind of how the art comes together, and how I bring the things to life is by having some sort of a little story to go with it. And this will eventually feel like, hopefully, a pirate shipwreck underwater in a coral reef. So get a look at here behind you where we've got these cactuses that make this beautiful structure when they die and start to, dry out in the desert. I can't remember the name of this one. It's like on the tip of my tongue all the time. But I'm going to paint that the same color as these, so it'll look like coral. And then these are just a bunch of pine cones that I've painted all different colors. And these are cow bones that I'm going to make look kind of like a whale fall with a coral reef growing off of it. I'm going to try, and that it's like underwater. And I don't know if you can tell, but this dapple coming through, it always made me feel like I was underwater with this blue color and everything. I'm like, in a way, I feel like I already am in a shipwreck underwater.
Oh, that's so cute.
We'll keep going this way, because like I said, it's a whole maze of immersion installations. So it goes off in this direction into taxidermy dinner party. Or do we want to see the bus? Take you all the way around to the bus.
Whatever you
Let's
want to
take a
do
quick
first.
peek at the bus.
I know there's so much to see here.
I know. I used to dream about moving into a mall, and then a part of me feels like that's the food court. No.
Food court. That's so funny. That's so funny.
Okay, so this bus over here is like, it's kind of an important feature for how I contribute to the Slab City community.
Okay.
When I first got here, I don't know if you've talked to Mojo or heard about Mojo yet, but Mojo is like a pillar here in the society.
Of course.
She does a lot of really good things. And like all of us, you can get a little overwhelmed trying to help people. And so when I got here, you can see all the clothes in the windows. Mojo used to take a trailer over to the free slab about once a month and unload all these clothes onto the free slab and make a little post. Everybody come get your clothes, da, 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 da. At the end of the day, she would have a whole trailer load of clothes to take back to her camp. And every time I saw her do this, I was like, does this woman really want to take these clothes back and forth like this? So I asked, do you really want to take these clothes back? And she's like, honestly, I'm kind of over it. And at first, this trailer was the free clothes trailer bus, but this became it when I got a hold of it, because it is literally the most perfect thing for a giant closet or thrift store. All right.
Well, it's definitely pretty big.
Right? So the way the handrails go, it's like this. So step up in there and see what I was able to do.
All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. And this is guys and girls.
It is. It's
and
men's,
kids.
women's, children's, you name it. The kids, when they go back to school, will come and get a whole bunch of clothes. I'm regularly giving away shoes because a lot of people out here, I mean, shoes just get annihilated by the desert. So we're always in need of shoes and sneakers and things like that. So like clothes donations, like I like for them to come here because I hang them up, I fold them, I try to keep them out of the elements as much as possible.
Yeah.
And make it so that people have nice, fresh, clean things to wear when, there's a lot of reasons why you need some fresh new digs and whatnot. You don't always want to wear dirty clothes.
Right. Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Well, thank you.
Good for you, Dot. That is really awesome. I'm sure the people of the Slabs definitely appreciated this right here.
Yeah, it's been used quite a lot. I mean, not to say about anybody's habits or anything, but I mean, let's just say you got to go to court or you got to go down for a doctor's visit or something like that. It's nice if you can show up looking like you have some respect for yourself, because then the doctor or wherever you're going will have a little more respect. And this is just a book judging cover situation, and it's not me, it's society, right?
Yeah.
So you show up and you're wearing a ripped top or something and you're trying to state your case, they're not going to look at you the same as if you showed up in a nice button down, maybe some khakis or something. And so, they don't want to wear this stuff all the time. Nobody wants to wear this stuff all the time, but when you need it, I got it. So this here is one of my friend Honor's pieces. You'll see his portraits all over Bombay Beach if you ever get up over there. And I've got the other one of James Brown on the front. So that's just one of my showcase pieces. And then we've got the outside beds. These are for the summer. That's the one for looking at stars.
Nice.
And this is the one it's the one we use the most. It's my princess one. If you look at
nice.
it. Let's go around through here so you can get a...
And so how did you accumulate all these RVs?
So the first year I was here was when I realized that a lot of people, they take a big bite out of slabs and think that they want to stay here. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and then summertime gets here. It gets to be the end of May. The temperature starts getting up to 115. People don't like it so much. So I was one of those people that would give you enough money to get out of here, a fair deal on buying your trailer so that you could get out of here, and I got a trailer out of it.
Oh, awesome.
So most of these were, I used to say, people's broken dreams. And then some of them were just really good deals. Like this one back here, I wanted to close the space up. And it's an old Shasta. My friend was trying to have it. I don't know why you would do this to a Shasta, but he was going to take the Shasta off just so he had the trailer that was underneath, like a flatbed trailer. And whoever he hired to do it never finished the job, and it just sat there. And I asked what he was doing with it, and he said, you can have it for $100 and I'll even bring it over to you. And it's a POS trailer, meaning piece of trailer. has really, no purpose except to be a billboard, which is what I wanted it for.
Right.
A billboard and to close a spot and a little bit of storage. So, all right. Well, this is the tea party room up in here.
Oh, tea party room.
Yeah. And so this is where a lot of the tea party stuff, like the taxidermy dinner party, kind of started on this one, which we haven't even made it in there yet. This is my ode to sugar.
That's pretty cool.
So it's Troll's first birthday. So the joke about this is that when people turn a year old, congratulations, you've made it a year of life. You did such a great job. Let us introduce you to sugar. Eat this cupcake or pound of cake or shove your face in the cake. Do whatever you want to the cake, you cute little 1-year-old baby. Now we're going to want you to run around like a chicken with your head cut off, spinning from a sugar high till you pass out in the middle of the living room, and welcome to diabetes in your future.
Oh my goodness, wow.
I know. Morbid. I have to take
That's
everything
funny.
and put a morbid spin on it. Well, let's go see how morbid we got in here.
Let's see that.
And we're doing this such a weird way because we're going in this one. It just makes it look more mazy. All right. This is probably one of my most famous pieces. Everyone says this is their favorite. And the dinner just changed recently, so taxidermy dinner party.
Okay, so I have mixed feelings on this right here because those are my spirit animals sitting at your table right now.
Eating people.
Deer's my favorite spirit animals.
Well, then you will appreciate youngster over here. So get a good look at all their dinners. And then,
You guys get that, right? They're eating humans.
yeah, and this guy's in fatigues. He's the defender of the deer. He's the best shot and the one who took this lovely lady out while she was filling up the gas tank at the local gas station. He's like, I was just hiding behind a tree. She didn't even see it coming.
That's funny.
Yeah. So this is where I think you'll appreciate it, though. So this is the youngest one. And he has decided that they should go back to their roots and become vegans again. He doesn't understand why they can't just eat the fruits and nuts and leaves and things like they did in the past. They got along just fine that way. It's such a violent way to live. And he even wears the faces of their victims to torture them while they're eating. They don't care, but he does it anyways. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, young.
I love how you have a story behind all of it. Like, that's so awesome.
All right, come this way so you can see some more of the fun stuff. So we got the Barbie horror house, which has gotten completely out of hand. We've got the beginning.
Ooh, look at that face in the middle. That's a little creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the person who made this thing. And it comes all the way over here. These are the most recent things that we've done with the Barbie horror house. It's a whole story about these girls going on a joyride and getting genetically mutated into a bunch of mutants, demon Barbie people, and G.I. Joe. See, yep, these are their babies. And then these are their victims. And finally, someone believes them. So this is the final season, and G.I. Joe has come to town to ward off all the evil demons that the villain has been making. See, that's the villain down there. It all started with these two lovely ladies, right?
It's y'all's fault.
That's right. Yep.
Wow.
And then this is when cats take over the world.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So that is on my website. It's called Catotoxoplasmosia, and it's when cats have infected us with the toxoplasmosis parasite, which causes facial abnormalities, and it makes it so that we kind of get dumbed down generation after generation after generation. It's a heck of a story. All right, we're going to go this way and come back into this one since we already went through that one. This is one of the first chairs over here. It's from a painting perspective, like literally painting perspective. That's the first thing I ever did.
Oh, that's
trying to paint
awesome.
something. I mean, besides paint by numbers, you know what I mean? Like where I would draw something
that would be
and
me.
then paint it, right? I'm very much like that. Yeah, that was fun, and I may do it again, but, you know, it's a lot of patience and having trust in yourself that when you put that put the paint where you want it, that it's right. You know what I mean? When you're just doing it off I always thought that's how painters painted to start with. That every painter who called themselves a painter just, you know, started and was just like, You know, because that's how they make it look, right? But I think more people paint by numbers than we think. Like my Batman.
Oh, I just saw that. Wow.
And the fun use of spring mattresses.
Batman.
That was one of the
Bat
best
cave.
ground founds. So I was here about 3 weeks, and I'm walking over there somewhere, and I trip over this little thing sticking up out of the ground, and I pull it up, and it was Batman.
That's pretty crazy.
Right? Somebody used it to get their truck out, see, because it got all smashed.
Oh, that's funny.
So what people don't understand is if you take a board and try to shove it under your tire in the sugar sand, it just eats it. That's bye-bye 2x4. Now you got to get a shovel to get your 2x4 back out. So eventually this whole mast piece here is going to go where the pool is, over there. And then the pool is going to go over here.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Right? So come this way, just a little further. And I want you to feel how this temperature is going to drop.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
I mean, you got this nice tree right here, you know.
Ironwood.
Yeah, for sure.
So this ironwood could be 400 to 800 years old.
Wow.
Right? No one knows exactly how old these trees are. You have to do like a core sample. But when they get a base this big, and this might not even be the base of the tree because this is sugar sand, and how old this tree is, the actual trunk of this tree could be the V in the tree, or it could be two different trees. It's really almost impossible to tell.
Wow.
And the oldest one of these is 1,600 years old.
Oh, wow.
Right? They're usually a shrubby bush. That's why you can't really tell how old they are, because they're not really a tree. They're more of a bush. Right. All right, this is the Skeleterrarium, the bone room. This is where everything started.
Bones, enter here.
That's right.
Ooh, my worst nightmare right there.
Which one?
Spider. I am deathly afraid of spiders.
I have learned to be less afraid of them.
Oh,
But
my God.
Actually, I got my wound. Everyone in the slabs has one. There's mine.
Is that from the
A
recluse?
brown recluse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Everybody has one. If you live here, you have one.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That would be the day that I leave Slab City.
You know what's funny? You don't know you got bit. You know you got bit after you got bit. It'll be like the next day when you just have this thing that it grows from. It looks like a little pimple, and it goes from a little pimple to a gnarly beast so fast. Like within the first 24 hours, you're like, something's wrong.
Wow.
Right? So but it doesn't hurt when it happens, and the wound itself doesn't really hurt. It's weird. What hurts is if you go to the doctor and let them scrape everything out. That hurts. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. And here in the slabs, we all have our various methods of doing it so it doesn't hurt so bad.
Oh, of course, yeah.
This is the official bone collection. That is the official creepy fridge. So you have to look in that.
Oh, yeah, I remember the fridge.
This is microplastic. Okay, who would have thought that these garlands would have turned into microplastic? I didn't even know microplastic. I didn't even know what that was before I got here, right? Now I know. This is it. See? It's just like, if you touch it, it comes apart in little pieces. Isn't he fun?
All right, I'm going to let you, since I'm holding the camera, do the honor of opening.
Here, we'll do this one right here first. Look at this one.
Oh, wow.
Right.
And that is...
a pelican-looking thing. It could be a herring of some kind, you know, with a real long beak like that, and various bird feet. These are some owl claws.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess they don't call them claws. They call them something else, right? And there's a deer skull.
Talons or something like that, I think is what it is.
All right. And now we got this one.
Dun 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 dun. Who's hungry?
Those are mostly kip fox skulls. Those are just those little foxes that live around here.
Wow.
And then that's a really disgusting spider. I'm sure that was your favorite thing in there.
Oh, okay, yep. We can. I'm done. Done. I mean, even the ones that are the size of a dot, I'm like definitely
I feel you,
afraid
man.
of.
I don't trust any of them anymore. Like, I'm not one to be like playing with them. You know, when they're in my house, that's dead. You're not, it's like mice. You can be outside, but once you make it into the house, that's it. Stay dog, stay. Okay.
Yeah, this would be too bad it's too hot in October, because I know there is kids out here, and I thought this would definitely be something cute for kids around Halloween.
Well, we do have kids that come out, and then the ones that do definitely appreciate it.
Oh, wow. That's funny. Pretty cool.
So there you
Alrighty.
go. All right. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Oh, I guess we didn't go in the cabinet. The cabinet and the book collection. So the duck, when you see ducks, that means duck, like literally duck.
Gotcha.
If you're taller than me, I think you'll do okay.
I think
your
my bun
dreads might hit it.
That makes me taller.
Exactly. So this is my doll collection. I particularly like the fact that I've got all these, just like the ones that I didn't get to have. Like I didn't have Raggedy Ann doll, didn't have Strawberry Shortcake. I got ourselves
Raggedy
a
Ann. Wow.
Look at her. Yeah.
Oh my God, you younger generation people don't know who these are.
Yeah.
Strawberry Shortcake. Wow.
That's right. Yep.
I remember those days.
Yep. And there's all sorts of fun. My little guitar collection here. And then my armory, so don't fuck with me. I'm definitely armed.
That's funny.
And the book collection. I think
that's right.
every house here probably has a book collection. I have a pretty large one. They're discontinued or decommissioned books from libraries from around California County.
I like the little sitting area right there too.
Thank you. It's actually stacked books. See, stacked books to make a bed.
Oh, I just saw that. Okay. Wow.
Oh. So if anybody needs a book to read.
It's a good way to kill time.
It definitely is. In the summertime, there's nothing like, laying in a pool with a book. Like, I'm not going to take an electronic device in the pool. That's lunacy. I'm still going to ruin my book if I drop it, but at least it's not a $600 book.
Well, thank you so much, Dot, for sharing your awesome place with us. Just real quick, because just like everybody out here in Slab City, they do, pretty much a lot of this stuff is off of donations, and how they survive out here, a lot of it comes from donations. So if you're interested in sending her a little donation to contribute to her amazing art place here, she does have a Venmo, and it's at House of Dots. And then real quick, do you have social media?
I do. The only thing I really have is YouTube, and I don't really post on it very often, but there's a handful of videos on there. And besides that, I don't really do much on it, but the YouTube channel is the House of Dots. And if more people tune in, maybe I will do more content. There you go.
There you go. So I'm gonna include the link to her YouTube channel down in the description of this video, so go click on it, go click subscribe, and so we can start seeing her push out more videos.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
And I'll see you next year.
Yeah, man, and I'll have new art for you.
I can't wait.